back to our channel IT Corporate Couple. Today we are going to solve day 6 problem of day 50 SQL challenge series. And now here we are heading for the sixth question of the day. Let's log in first to the Leetcode account and go to the SQL 50. Now the sixth question will be based on the topic replace employee ID with the unique identifier. Now, here we will see a lot of concept here in this question because the simple question maybe makes out where too much approach. So, okay, first let me edit this. Now, the thing is, first let's see the intuition, the objective of this question. Okay, we have a column name of the table id name, and here is the table. We have two table basically mentioned, employee unique id and employee table, all right, with the column id and unique id. So the objective, the problem basically ask, let's see the problem. Write a solution to show the unique id of each user. If a user does not have a unique id, replace just show null. Okay, so and return the result in any order. First of all, basically the objective of the question asked us to replace the employee id with the unique identifier, unique identifier with a null. So we need to retrieve the unique identifier and the name for each employees from the respective tables. We have two tables, right? Employees and employee unique. So basically, what happens is approach approach one. We'll imagine we have two tables, one for employees and one for their unique identifier. This. All right. Now we want to combine the information from both tables to get the unique identifier and the name for each employee. For example, see in the output table, if you'll see 231, the unique id 231 having name Mayor Winston Jonathan. Why is it so? Because this unique ids have their these id have their unique ids, and that's what the results we want. So basically we want to combine the information from both the table to get the unique identifier and name of each employee. All right, I hope you get it. And also, if you like this video, my effort, and you understand the challenges from the previous videos, also do like this video and share with your colleagues, friends. It basically motivate me to uh, basically to record more for you. So let's start this. To do this, we use a left join. In this question, we're gonna use joins now. We are using left join. Why? Because we want whole information of this unique employee unique table, and from employee table we want only mutual, mutual interactions like 1193. These are the mutual identifier from the employee unique. So to do this, we are using left join, which means we take all the employees from the first table, this one, and match them with their unique identifier from the second table based on this I based on their IDs. All right. Now let's go, and and this one, by performing this left join, we make sure that all the employees from the first table are included in the result. All right. And even if they don't have a matching unit identifier in the second table, then we'll put null in case of that. Like in unique identifier, unique ID will put null here. Now the two things we have to basically we have to manage here is complexity, time complexity and space complexity. These two factor basically affect your query while running this, while executing this query over the database. Because basically timing, let me give me a brief about time complexity. The time complexity of the query basically depends on the number of rows in the employee. For example, here we have employee table, ठीक है? तो employee table and the number of rows in the employee unique table, as well as the efficiency of join operation, which join operation we are going to use, and also assuming the join operation has been approximately indexed, the time and complexity is generally what happens. Let me use some tool. uh, Now So what happens here is the time complexity based on this O omega n plus m. That would be our that would be our time complexity, where n, basically this one, this n, where n is the rows number of rows in employee table, all right, in employee table, and m is basically number of rows in the employee unique table, employee unique table. All right. Now, what is space complexity? Let's see the space complexity also, because two factor always affect the query. So space complexity happens depends on the result set produced by the query. Basically, the space required to store the result set will depend on the number of matching rows, like number of matching rows here to store the result, and set will depend on the employee table and the unique table. All right, if the result set is significantly smaller than the original table, the space complexity can be considerably relatively low. For example, the matching here, see, only 3 IDs are getting matched with the first table. It means the space complexity would be low. Now, let's go to the solution here. What we'll need in the output? We are needing unique ID and the name of the employee. So, unique ID, okay, we will retrieve this data from select and select the ID. Now, here we are using the join, left join. So, what will happen? ID as, first write it down like this, whatever the column we are needing. So, as unique ID and name. All right, from. Now, here we are joining two table employee unique, so we'll have to put a name convention to them. Like for employees, there I'm putting a, and left join to employee unique, okay, with b. Now I am putting these two tables as a short name a and b. Now the column which we are retrieving, it comes from which table we have to mention here. For that, this id should be come from this table, employee unique. All right, so we'll put b dot id, and name is coming from the first table, so I am putting a dot name. Now, here it is on what basis the left join we are applying, on a dot id is equals to b dot id, because these two columns are basically these two, basically this id from the employee id, and the employee unique id, this id. So these two column are basically a mutual column from both the tables. So we are using on function on this column. Now let's run this program and see if it's accepting the test cases. Okay, so wrong answer. Why? Because what we'll do, let's see the mistakes here. Okay, so basically I always do silly mistakes on the video just to make sure that you pause this video and apply some different method and comment down into the below section. So try yourself first and then proceed with the uh, video. All right, so here we'll see that we are using b.id, which is not correct. Why? Because the unique ID should be matching with the other table. All right, ID. Now run this query. Let's see if accept the test cases. Okay, so it is accepted with 197 millisecond run time. Now let's see. Let's submit it and see all the test cases it pass. All right, so we have the solution is getting accepted in the lead code with this 2084. that beats 66.66% of user in MySQL. So this solution is getting accepted. Why? We have just changed the row, the column here, and now I'll hint the other solution also. But first, try yourself. The hint is use union. All right, and let me know the other solution, union, or the other hint is here. Hint two here is use using function. I'll tell you this into the next video, the use of this using function. Keep watching this video and keep preparing. All the best.